Good evening, folks. It's Diamond with the Oppenheimer Ranch Project and Magnetic Reversal News, bringing you a magnetic excursion update Saturday, January 11th, around 6:30 p.m. Mountain Time, 2025. Well, the aftermath of Winter Storm Kora has been widespread over, looks like 20 states got some snow and ice from the storm. Keep calm. It's boom time. High winds and low humidity expected to fuel fires through the weekend. It is not looking good for LA. Take a look at this entire community burnt to the ground. This is an aerial view of a neighborhood destroyed by the Palisades fire, the largest fire out of 4 fires currently burning. And unfortunately, the Santa Ana winds aren't going anywhere as meteorologists expect north to northeast winds to pick up Saturday night and continue into Sunday. The turbulent conditions will bring official fire watch from around 6 p.m. Saturday and into Sunday afternoon, and that is pushing the fires up towards Brentwood. And deadly these fires are. The coastal Palisades fire is at least 11% contained, and officials have confirmed at least 11 deaths in the fires so far, many missing. The good news is there are only 4 fires now on the list. The Palisades fire at 22,600 acres burned, 11% containment. The Eaton fire, 14,117 acres burned, 15% containment. Better news on the smaller fires like the Kenneth fire, that has 80% containment. And up here, the tiny Hearst fire, just about 800 acres burned, now 76% contained. But the winds will pick up and the fires will grow, especially the Palisades and the Eaton tomorrow. Prayers to all those affected. Now, Winter Storm Kora left a trail of snow and ice across 25 states over 3 days. Thousands of flights were canceled, and interstates were strewn with spun-out cars across the south and southeast Friday as the winter storm brought some of the heaviest snowfalls in some parts of these regions in decades. And we reported on all those records yesterday. Here is a wide swath of 1 foot or more throughout Oklahoma and Arkansas there, care of Winter Storm Kora. Heavy snow in the West Virginia mountains. It's looking like 18 inches for some of the regions. And it even brought snow to New Hampshire, 24 inches up there. Here is the full forecast. Fire weather concerns for Southern California. Wind and snow for the Northern Plains and Rockies. An upper-level trough will impact the Central and Northern Rockies, including the Great Basin today with moderate to locally heavy snow showers and gusty winds. This system then moves out into the Northern Plains and Upper Midwest into Sunday, fun day. And in its wake, high pressure will move across the Great Basin on Sunday into early next week. This will increase winds and fire weather concerns for California. More bad news coming there. The snow is coming down in earnest right now. We've got blizzard conditions outside out of nowhere. And that is the beauty of living in the mountains. Here is the GFS model. We'll run it through for you Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. Not much going on. Look at that. It's actually going to be calm. Midweek, Thursday, a little bit of snow, a few clippers here. Friday and Saturday, a major storm develops in Canada and moves across the entire U.S. here for the weekend, the Saturday into Sunday. Looks like mostly a rain event, except Pennsylvania north. And on the back end, there will be some snow. Not a lot of snow, but snow indeed for many states that just got snow. Take a look at that. And you can see that is next weekend, that Canadian storm as it moves across. So moderate snow for the week. And then next weekend, a major storm, which will probably, the track will change. Seismic update. No quakes of note. The seismicity in Ethiopia continues with 5.2 magnitude here. Multiple events happening. Take a look at that as the East African rift continues to rumble. Normal activity on the Ring of Fire. No real quakes of note. Worldwide volcano news, Swanosima We've got first one on the list for the 11th, 3,000 foot puff there. Sant'Aguito to 13,000 feet, Semadu to 14,000 feet, Raventador 15,000 foot blast there, Ibu to 18, Sangay to 21, Nevada de Ruiz 20,000 foot blast today, Ducono to 7,000 feet, Fuego to 14, Sant'Aguito to 13, Raventador to 14, Sokonijima 6,000 foot blast, Semadu to 14. Wrapping up the list is Ibu to 7,000 feet. A quick look at space weather for January 11th, 2025. A few sunspots peppering the disk. Very low-level activity at all in the last 24 hours. Very weak sea flares. Nothing significant. The 3-day geomagnetic forecast is all quiet for the next 3 days. KP is at 2. But we do have a comet. Comet Atlas is making an appearance on LASCO C3 in coronagraph imagery, and it will be visible for several days. There it is up there in the top of the field. Let's play it. And so over the next few days, we'll get more and more view of Comet Atlas here as it moves through LASCO C3's field of view. And we've got more celestial events happening in the coming hours. The full wolf moon will eat Mars on January 13th. And this is an occultation. If you are fortunate to live in the occultation zone and the weather cooperates, this upcoming event is one that really should not be missed, where the planet Mars will move behind the full wolf moon and emerge out the other side. This is a picture of the occultation of the full moon on December 7th, 2022, but a very similar effect coming up on January 13th. An opportunity to see the moon occult a bright planet as night does not happen too often. For Mars, a specific location on Earth can see it happen on average once about every 14 years. So if you are fortunate to live in the occultation zone and the weather cooperates, this upcoming event is one you should really not miss. Good news for skywatchers. The zone of visibility for this occultation encompasses practically all of the contiguous lower 48 United States, as well as much of central and eastern Canada. Since Mars will be near opposition when it has its lunar rendezvous, it will be shining at its very brightest for this current apparition, glowing at a magnitude of negative 1.3, just a trifle less prominent compared to the brightest star in the sky, Sirius. And look for the red planet as it actually is red in the night sky. A crater 3 times larger than the Grand Canyon was found in the U.S. Buried beneath the Earth's surface, a massive crater has been uncovered that dwarfs even the Grand Canyon. And the discovery of this, it's not new. It is the Chesapeake Bay Crater. And it is a big one. It's one of the largest craters on Earth we know. I think it comes in at 11th. But the diameter is 25 miles wide. It is 3 times larger than the Grand Canyon. It happened 35 million years ago, which is relatively recent geologically. The strewn field is 4 million square miles. This is the field in which material from the blast falls back to Earth, also known as a tektite field. The ejected distance was up to 250 miles from the impact site, and the year of discovery was in the 1990s. All the links will be below. And if you want a tantalizing evening and some fun science, join Leah and I over at Magnetic Reversal News in just a few minutes, well, an hour or so. Who were the mound builders? Also, we'll discuss some new ice core data and the near-Earth asteroid the size of Manhattan, 887 Alinda. Fantastic evening of science at Magnetic Reversal News. So please join us over there shortly. And that's a boom to knowledge. Please hit the thumbs up, become a subscriber to the channel, and help our channel grow. Hit the bell for notifications, and be safe. We love you. And that is a boom.